Hello, I am Midnight's Magic Roses, or Midnight's Rose. This is just sort of an introductory video to me. So it's going to encompass a couple of different things. One of the main parts of me is that I am a practicing pagan. I follow the way of the goddess and the god. And I encompass them in many different goddesses or goddess because there are many different gods and goddesses. I'm very much a polytheist, and I did not pronounce that word correct, but that is okay.
I was going to say something directly not to.
My roommate's laughing at me because she knows I did not pronounce that word correctly.
It's okay, I love you anyway.
She loves me anyway. But the thing is, I have a slight issue with pronouncing words the correct way they're supposed to be pronounced. So, moving on from that bad wording, there are many different ways to practice paganism, or some practice Wiccanism. They have a lot of things in common, but they are not all the same. I claim myself to be a witch. It's a title that I use for myself because of this religion. I do follow the Wiccan Rede as ye harm none, do what ye will, but I practice more in the pagan way than I do in a Wiccan way. There is a lot that I do to practice. When I mean practicing, I mean I do spells, I do a lot of divination work, meditation, astral travel, and just spiritual journeys that I do. And people have had me do their tarot readings for them, so I do different divination things for other people. Some of the tools of the craft would be a Book of Shadows. Not everyone has one. A lot of Wiccans and pagans make them. You make your own based on what spells have worked for you, or you make your own spells, and if they work, you write them down. So future generations, or just you, can use them again. I am writing my Book of Shadows in runes. It's a Norse language called Elder Futhark, and I probably didn't pronounce that right either. But yeah, you can get your own rune set. I am writing it in runes because I believe that the rune language has more magic in it. But you can write it however you see fit. This one says Book of Shadows, and the shadows has a goddess in the middle because I do practice with the god and the goddess, but being a woman, I relate more to the goddess than the god. But there is a duality in everyone. So, I'm writing mine in runes. And I will teach my children runes, so that they may read it if they want to practice. Or just so they can make fun of mommy. Whichever one they want to do. It's okay with me. And my roommate's laughing at me again, because she thought that was funny.
I'm drawing sexy women.
Yeah, she's drawing sexy women. Another, if you're beginning, or even if you are advanced and you haven't heard of this, there are a lot of books out there. One of the books I began with was Everyday Magic, and I keep this book with me because it's got a lot of helpful, how to make different incense in it, and it's do a whole bunch of things with it, and I find it very helpful and I like it. It's by Dorothy Morrison. I did pronounce that right. But it has spells in it, what different days can be attributed with, timings, moon phases, sun phases, what different stones can be attributed with, and they have recipes for incense and oils. So I just think it's a very helpful book. There are other books, and if you want a list, you can just send me a message saying that you'd like to know more about different books, and I can give you a whole list of books that I have read and think that are speaking the truth. Another part of my practicing is that I do a lot of divination stuff, as I've said, and there are many different types of divination. Some of the best knowns are tarot and oracle cards. I also do runes, which mine are made of bone. They can be made of glass, clay, stone. Some people make their own. I did not make these. I bought them at a local herb and magic shop. And each rune has a letter meaning, and each rune has they can be cast to see the truth in a situation, to see past, present, and future, to speak to the fates. So I've been learning these. These are actually relatively new for me. I just actually learned the alphabet yesterday, and I've been writing in it all day today. I also have the Goddess Oracle cards. These were made by Doreen Virtue. It's a 44 card deck. The difference between Oracle cards and Tarot cards is that Oracle cards do not have a major arcana or a minor arcana. It is just the cards. So each card is attributed to a goddess. It's Diana. And then underneath it says something that could be attributed to the goddess. Like Diana says, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. She's a hunting goddess. She's one of the goddesses of focused intentions. So I like to have the goddesses look after me, and because I'm a woman, I do relate more with the goddess than the god. But again, there is a duality in everybody. Men can use goddess cards. There is a set of god cards. I have not been able to find them, but they do exist. So tarot cards, one of the things with tarot cards is that it has a major arcana and it has a minor arcana. The minor arcana includes cups, wands, swords, and pentacles. And the major arcana includes the major cards like the Hanged Man, Death, the High Priestess, the High Priest, things like that, of that nature. And I like these cards because I think they're drawn very well. Just like the Oracle cards. One of the reasons I chose these. And there's a lot of different things going on about tarot cards. Some people say you shouldn't buy them for yourself. Some people say that you shouldn't be given them as a gift. So they contradict each other. I bought these myself and they've worked for me every time. Sometimes not giving me the answers that I would like, but the answers they give me are the truth. I'll make another video if you request it on how to do tarot, like how to read them, how to cast. Or if you request runes or oracle cards, I can do that too. And I'm always willing to help teach or learn if you have advice or if you have something that you think I would like to know. Go ahead and send me a video on that. Or messages. Send me messages or videos. This is going to be on my Tumblr account, which if you are seeing this, you already know what it is. Another thing about being a practicing pagan is the pentacle is a very big part. For me it is. It doesn't have to be for everyone. Paganism is a very individualized religion. You can practice in a coven, or you can just practice solitary. I would practice in a coven. As of yet, I have not been able to find one in my area. So I wish I was a part of a bigger group, but I haven't really been able to find one that I can go to where I am. But about the pentacle, a lot of people wear it. I do have one somewhere. The necklace I'm wearing right now is not a pentacle. It's actually the moon and sun, the goddess and god. But now I do have it tattooed on my arm. I have a pentacle and a moon because the moon is attributed to the goddess, and like I said, I relate more to the goddess than the god. And I keep the pentacle as a sign of protection, and I can more easily use it in spells if I have it actually on my body. I do like tattoos. I also have a Tree of Life tattoo. Now let's get more into the gods and the goddesses. The way I see it is that we have our lives are hallways, dark hallways. The goddess and the god will not lead us by the hand down these hallways. There are hallways that they would rather us take. What I believe they do is they light a candle in that hallway. We can choose to go by the candlelight, or we can choose to take a darker path. And by darker, I just mean unlit, not evil. There's no evil in the craft. There are evil people and there are good people in every religion. So magic itself is neither good or evil. It all depends on who is using it, who you are. And everybody, the duality of it is everybody is good and evil. You choose which part of you to pay attention to. I try to pay attention to my better half, the good part of me. I've never cursed or hexed anybody, even though I have greatly wished to. But I have not, because the Wiccan has a power of 3 that I believe to be true, because I've seen it. People have cursed other people and I've seen it come back to them worse than they gave. So I kind of said there and then I'm not going to do it because I know what can happen. And now you do too. It comes back worse. And then there's as ye harm none, do what ye will. It is a part of the Wiccan Rede. I do follow it just because I believe it to be true. As long as you put good out into the world, good is going to come back to you. And as long as you do not harm anybody, including yourself, then you will receive good. There are many different parts of paganism in Wicca. I do take some things from Wicca, but I practice more in a pagan way. I will sometimes practice the Wiccan holidays, or the moon, the phases of the moon. I will practice, usually by meditation and candle magic. I will, if it's requested, explain more on any of the topics I have addressed today. But that's because paganism is such a big part of my life, because I practice it that way. I like to address that first. And when I found out who my roommate was going to be, I texted her and said, I'm a witch. Just want to get that out there. And she was like, okay. And yeah, she's just saying that she remembers that conversation. But she's okay with it. Her parents are okay with it. They know I'm not going to curse her or make her evil or turn her into a frog or something. So we're all good there. That's why we can live together. So she's got a couple creepy habits of her own.
I know.
Which I will not disclose. That's up to her to tell people about. But yeah, so I'm a witch. I like to be called a witch. I don't see any reason not to. I am out of the broom closet, as they say. Other parts of me that are not on my religion is I don't like labels, but I consider myself to be pansexual. It doesn't matter to me what's between your legs or what your body is. It's the personality that I like. I don't really care if you're a girl, boy, transgender, transsexual. That's not who you are. That's what your body is. And that doesn't matter to me. So, there's 2 things about me. Third thing, I really like cats. I have lots. I want more. I wish I could have cats here, but I can't. There's no animals allowed in the dorm. And it makes me very, very sad. I am a college student. I am a psychology and English major. Those are fun. Stay in school.
Mistakes.
Don't do drugs.
Drugs are bad.
Unless, it just depends. But don't do anything that you can become addicted to. Good rule of thumb. That includes alcohol. I know many of you are not going to follow that. But I did my service today and told people not to do bad things. And that's
Public
okay
service
with
done.
me. Public service is done today. What's another thing about... Haley, what's another thing about me?
You have an amazing roommate that is really attractive. Not really.
If you guys can't hear her, she just said that I have an amazing roommate who's
And-
very attractive.
And she draws sexy women.
And she draws sexy women.
Which is what I'm doing right now.
So yeah. I'm not going to ask her questions anymore.
Hey now.
Right now we still have snow outside, so I would be practicing outside, but it's cold and windy. I like the cold, but I cannot stay out in it for too long, or else frostbite. Well, yeah, frostbite will happen if I stay out for too long, but most of the time it gets way too cold for me to handle, so I kind of slip back inside under the covers and pillows and Netflix and candles and Book of
shit.
Shadows and stuff. Recently I just did
Charlie
a
says
protection spell. Charlie says hi. Captain Charlie, I follow her. You should follow her too.
Hell yeah.
She's fun.
Brosif.
She's a brosif. I am her bro muffin, as she has labeled me. I'm a bro muffin. Am I very far now on Tumblr? She is the... What is she? She's the bro waffle. Yeah, she's a bro waffle. So we got a whole bunch of bros. We have a friend who's the bro bagel. Lots of broing going on.
There are so many bros.
But brosif is apparently our bro pimp.
I am
So-
a bro pimp. It's great.
Yeah, she likes to be the bro pimp. But I'm a bro muffin. That's cool. I'm a talking muffin. Those are fun. Everybody loves talking muffins. What? You don't love me?
No, dude.
No! You're so mean.
Can you let me finish my sentence?
No.
I worship you.
She says she worships me.
I worship the talking mushroom. Wait, not mushroom.
She worships the talking mushroom. Maybe it's friendly.
Maybe it's friendly.
Sorry, that was inside joke.
It's not an inside joke. The reference.
It is a reference too, but it's funny to us. So right now the video is like 18 minutes long now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to edit that shit.
I'm gonna have to edit this. I need more things about me to tell.
Your roommate.
I think I talked about you enough, Captain Charlie.
Your OTPs.
My OTPs. I have lots of them. Let's see, there's Dean and Cass. Saya and Diva from Blood Plus. Ichigo and everybody because he's a man whore, but he is a very sexy man whore.
So
Johnny Depp Johnny Depp with himself. Because he's a very sexy man. Nicole Kidman. And I think Nicole Kidman and Anne Hathaway would do good things together.
They would do great.
They would do great things together. Sorry, that was slightly inappropriate thoughts going on.
Slightly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep speaking during your video.
Yeah, why are you interrupting my video? How dare you?
I'm sorry, bro.
No, it's okay. But those are some things about me. If you have any questions about me or anything, or if you just need advice, you can always message me. I give advice a lot. Or if you request a tarot reading, I can do that. You just have to give me your question. And I will see what the fates have to tell me. And then I will relay that to you.
Can you really do that from far away?
Yeah, as long as I know their question.
I didn't know that.
Now you do. Do you feel smarter? So yeah, message me with questions, any sort of thing. Actually, just message me. I think it's fun to get messages. I like to get messages. It makes me feel loved and I like it. So yeah. If you have any questions about anything, just I like to help people, so let me help you. So I'm gonna go now, and
I want you to.
I'm gonna go now, and blessed be.